Manchester United new boy Wout Weghorst made his debut in Wednesday night's 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace just days after completing his surprise loan switch from Burnley. Manchester United suffered a late setback as Michael Olise rescued a point for Crystal Palace with a stunning last-gasp free kick in a dramatic 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park. A composed strike from Bruno Fernandes on the stroke of half-time had looked like being enough to seal the points for United, who are now third in the Premier League but still 8 points adrift of leaders Arsenal, before Olise's late intervention from range. Prior to the late drama, Erik ten Hag raised eyebrows with the decision to thrust new signing Wout Weghorst straight into the starting lineup just days after he completed his surprise loan switch from Burnley. Here, Mirror Football breaks down his performance and takes an in-depth look at how the big striker fared against the Eagles. Intensity. No doubt eager to make an impression, Weghorst did try and put himself about in the early stages of the match, but it was noticeable how far behind the play he was at times on the transition. During one break towards the end of the first half, Weghorst was lagging miles behind Marcus Rashford as he drove up the pitch. There are mitigating factors, of course. Keeping up with Rashford at the best of times is no mean feat, and it will take time for Weghorst to adapt to United's approach. But this is a player who has been playing regularly for Besiktas during the first half of the season. The onus will be on him to get up to speed, and quickly. Aerially. On the eye, the 6'6" striker is very much the traditional Premier League number 9 of years gone by, but he didn't play like one. Weghorst wasn't exactly head and shoulders above the Crystal Palace defence all night and failed to impose himself aerially at times. However, on one of the rare occasions he did win an aerial duel, he did almost break the deadlock with a lipping header on the half-hour mark. In this area, Weghorst didn't live up to expectations, but ten Hag insisted before the match that the big striker wasn't just in the team to win headers. And based on this evidence, the Dutchman could be spot on, as it was other aspects of Weghorst's game which caught the eye. Movement. If Weghorst disappointed in the air, then he didn't on the deck. The former Wolfsburg man showed plenty of neat touches and combined nearly with Fernandes and Luke Shaw on 2 occasions in the first half to nudge United into advanced attacking positions. United profited in other ways from Weghorst's movement, which was probably the standout element of the striker's performance. The presence of Weghorst's ample frame did, as expected, draw plenty of attention from the Palace defence and subsequently left space for others to exploit. It was his near-post run which gave Fernandes the freedom of Selhurst Park to pick his spot for United's opener. If United can exploit that, then Weghorst could become a useful weapon in their arsenal in the coming months, even if he doesn't bag a hatful of goals himself. Goal threat. While Weghorst played his part in Fernandes' goal, he never really looked likely to mark his United debut with one of his own. After netting just twice in 20 outings during his ill-fated 6-month stint with Burnley prior to the Clarets' last term, Weghorst will be desperate to prove he can deliver goals in the Premier League, particularly as he has averaged almost a goal every 2 games during his spell at Besiktas. In fairness, he didn't exactly have much to feed off going forward in South London, and much will depend on the service he receives going forward. The jury is still out on whether Weghorst is capable of delivering goals on a regular basis for a club of United's calibre. But with the likes of Rashford and Fernandes recapturing the form of years gone by, maybe he doesn't have to. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.
We've been holding up for the girls for a minute, been a little uptight. She laid up for me when a little too far, felt her up just to send me in the danger zone to go crazy for a minute. If your heart is in mode, you will end up much deeper than before. Plus you look out, ladies can be boring the way you make me do